evening and welcome to Public Servitude. It's more than a career, it is a lifestyle. I would like to thank our guests for coming out this evening. And now we will give them a moment to get situated. And I am here this evening to briefly speak to you about public servitude as a lifestyle, not just a career. Mahatma Gandhi, known pacifist, once said, "You must be the change that you wish to see in the world." Today, we are all here because we share a common goal. A goal that means that we want better for tomorrow than we have had for today. I know that we all come from different backgrounds, nationalities, ethnicities, and cultures, but one statement rings true, that we all have a love for the greater city of Newark, and we wish for its occupants and the city itself to thrive and to do well. As a youngster growing up in Washington, D.C., I had a mother that was extremely community-oriented and an activist. She installed certain core values within me by taking me to soup kitchens, by taking me to orphanages. She made me volunteer my time to those that were less fortunate. And for that, I am extremely grateful. It is because of her core values that she installed in me, such as the value of community, volunteerism, and activism, that I am the person that I am today. She said to me, "Erica, you must be a contributing member to society. You have to be a productive member in your community." She said, "You must give your time to those that are less fortunate than you." And lastly, she said, activism is something that you have to gear your life towards, because you must always stand for the right thing. You must always speak for those who feel that they do not have a voice to be heard. These core values that she installed in me have lasted throughout my childhood and to my adulthood, and it shall continue. Martin Luther King Jr., in a jail cell in Birmingham, Alabama, wrote, "An injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." That is why it's extremely important for each and every one of us to be global community leaders, for us to be activists within our own community, and for us to volunteer and give our time to our communities. So now, I ask you, who would be the next person to be a public servant? Quite simply, that person is you. You have the power, you have the capability, and you have everything within your resources, no matter what size or quantity it comes in, to be a public servant. You have what it takes to donate your time and your energy to people who are less fortunate than you. President JFK once said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." In turn, I want to ask you, ask not what your community can do for you, but what you can do for your community to make it better, to make it brighter for the next generation. In closing, I will leave you with a scripture to be encouraged. Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." So I want to encourage you this evening to have vision, to take that vision and to implement it in your own communities. I want you to take hold and take responsibility of your tomorrow. Thank you and have a good evening.
I had a 355.